What's up, everybody? This is Dave here from Comics Games Life, and with the release of Absolute Superman #1, which we're given an all-new, all-original origin story of Superman, I was really curious to see how they were going to portray the people who were traditionally Superman's allies and villains. And one supporting character that I was surprised to see in the first issue was Lois Lane. Now, she only appears at the end of the book, and at this first look, it appears that she might end up being one of Superman's villains. Now, I've yet to see her true character. I'm assuming they're going to still give her that strong, capable, fighting spirit that her traditional character has, except taking her out of the investigative news business and throw her into this paramilitary group, because the company that she works for is this group called the Lazarus Corporation. And as far as we know, this seems to be a worldwide business where they capitalize on using slave labor from different parts of the world, mining resources to line their pockets with huge profits. Now, I don't know if their story goes beyond that. Are they in the money-making business, or are they in the taking over the world business? It could very well be both, but she's a special agent that's attached to their Phenomena field team, which I assume investigates and hunts superpowered individuals or supernatural phenomena. Now, I see that the team leader is this older gentleman. In my opinion, this guy could be one of three people: her father, General Sam Lane, Christopher Smith, who's the traditional character of Peacemaker, or a completely original character. Because it could be her father, because this could be her following in his footsteps as a member of this special team, or again, it could be the original Peacemaker, which all the other soldiers are modeled after. And the fact that he doesn't really care for how they do things, because he calls them bucket heads, maybe they're just giving him ill will towards all these carbon copies of the original Peacemaker to continue the trend of moving character roles around in this new universe. But Lois seems to stand out in this group of agents. First thing is, she's the only one that's not wearing headgear. I think it's for us, the readers, to recognize who she is right away, even though most likely as you're reading this, you can pretty much assume that this is Lois Lane. And with that keen eye of hers, she seems to recognize something about Superman's suit that all the other agents weren't able to put together. And now I'm not sure if that won her the honor of actually capturing Superman, because that's exactly what she does. Because in the next scene, once the team has landed on the ground and exited off the helicopter, she slaps some handcuffs on Superman and shoves a gun in his face, threatening to melt his face off. So I thought it was really cool that she was one of the characters they introduced in this comic, and the fact that they made her this special agent, I'm curious to see how they're going to flesh out her story, because I'm predicting that Lois and Superman will most likely have some sort of a romantic relationship later on in the series. Perhaps maybe they'll pull back on that and focus on toying around with the idea of making her one of Superman's villains. I mean, bringing these two together romantically is a good idea. I just hope they don't do it too soon. And maybe not making her a villain, but putting these two on the opposite sides of some sort of moral dilemma. Like Superman, he sees this whole thing with the slave labor, sees it for the evil that it really is, and he does his best to try to alleviate that. But Lois, on the other hand, since she works for this company, maybe she's seeing something that Superman can't see. Maybe she is evil and thinks that the things that they're doing are morally correct. Or maybe she's a spy who works for a competing organization, maybe even the one Alfred works for. Or maybe she is a morally good person but is under some sort of brainwashing. So I'm looking forward to what they're going to do next with Lois Lane. Are they going to do anything close to the options that I kind of brought up earlier? Or are they going to do something completely different? And if you guys have any ideas, go ahead and throw those down in the comments below, because I'd love to hear them. And if you like this type of content, by all means, subscribe, like, share. It really helps with the channel, and I truly appreciate it. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.